welcome to Nutridor Abivia Presents Colors Food Trail, brought to you by our hygiene partners Clorox in association with Moksh Restaurant and Lounge, Pinar, Nizo Salt and Arm & Hammer Baking Soda. The wonderful thing about a well-cooked dish is how it manages to hit just the right notes, that symphony of flavors in your mouth. And today it's going to be our endeavor to create a dish just like that with a little bit of a musical touch. But first, let's meet our guest.
Hi guys, this is Neha Pandey with you, and I am a singer-songwriter, a mother, an entrepreneur, lifestyle, fashion, travel, beauty, and of course a food addict. Like they say, what you eat is what you are. So of course food is a lot to all of us. So what you see here is made up of food, practically. And food is something which is very ritualistic in my life. I feel it holds a lot of emotional value for me. When it comes to travel, of course, food comes in mind as well there. And food, travel, you experience different cultures, their cuisines. You become more accepting in terms of the global culture, and that's how the global culture has evolved, because of more acceptance when it comes to different kind of foods and the exposure that we get. And yeah, we have so much variety.
When we were asked to find a chef who could take us traveling just through his plates of food, that's when we knew it had to be Chef Abs. Chef Abs, you've got quite a challenge ahead of you today, but what a wealth of experience you have when it comes to cuisines, right? Everything from Latin America to Japan, from India to Italy. There's literally no part of the globe that you don't cover with your food.
Not Korea yet.
Just yet, just yet. And joining us today is the lovely Neha Pandey. She's just released a new music video which is out, and you must check it out on all social media platforms and of course on YouTube and streaming services. So tell us what it's called. What's the name of the song? What's it about?
So we released this song a month ago. It's called Yaad Aayi, and it's available on all the digital platforms, on Spotlam. And you can check out my Instagram and Facebook, Real Neha Pandey and Neha Pandey Official, respectively.
Lovely, lovely. Well, apart from music, Neha, today we're going to be talking about food and about travel.
Right.
And the coming together of these two elements, right?
Yep.
So let's start with food. So growing up, what was your favorite comfort food?
So I come from Lucknow. I mean, I'd say Lucknow, though I grew up between Dehradun, Mussoorie, Lucknow and Delhi. But Lucknow, of course, the city of Nawabs. So it's very much connected to food and the flavors and a lot of comfort food there. I'm a sweet tooth, but when it comes to if I really have to pick one, besides the sweet, of course, Rajma Chawal probably.
Mama's Rajma Chawal?
Of course. Mama's is the best.
Lovely. So your mom used to cook Rajma Chawal all the time?
Yes. So every weekend we used to have this ritual. Every Sunday for lunch she would cook Rajma Chawal almost every Sunday, I would say. Lovely. Most of the time.
And then take a nice long afternoon nap after that.
Yes.
Right?
You feel really comfortable, as the name suggests, comfort food.
But life took you out of Lucknow and took you around the world. So tell us, what are your favorite cities to travel to?
So there's so many. It's really hard for me to pick because I completely call myself a global citizen. I like a bit of everything, like, when it comes to countries and places. So it's very hard. But yeah, randomly, if you ask me, I'd say maybe Cambridge in UK, Singapore, Thailand, Bangkok. Then you've got, of course, Italy. Yeah, that's one place, and most of the cities I love, Sicily, Venice. Yeah. So,
beautiful, beautiful. All right, now that is really quite a challenge, isn't it?
It is. I mean, Rajma Chawal, her mom's food. I don't think I can beat her mom, but I'm going to try my best.
And I love colors, by the way.
Okay, colors. So I mean, everybody loves colors. Yes. So let's take a Rajma Chawal. She loves Italy.
Right.
Let's take Italian street food.
Okay.
I'll take arancini. because arancini has a rice and a rajma chawal has rice. So let's make something rajma chawal arancini, stuffed with some ricotta cheese to get the creaminess and earthiness of mushroom. Serve on the bed of hummus, rajma hummus, little unusual. And then let's do some salad with that.
Wow.
And then to finish it off, her favorite city is Bangkok, Singapore. So I'm going to drizzle some Asian dressing.
Oh, nice.
How about that?
Oh, lovely.
Nice.
I can't wait.
And where does Cambridge fit into all of this?
Okay, to get the Cambridge in, obviously British, and I want to do some desserts. She has a sweet tooth.
Right.
So let's take sticky toffee date pudding.
Wow.
That's like yummy, warm sticky toffee pudding with a bit of sauce on top.
Any day.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. And a bit of dates and a bit of hummus. So we've even got the Middle East in there.
Yeah.
So we're going to get cooking right after a very short break. So stick around. Welcome back to Nutridor Abivia presents Colors Food Trail, brought to you by our hygiene partners Clorox in association with Moksha Restaurant and Lounge, Pinar, Nizo Salt and Arm & Hammer Baking Soda. Well, Chef, just before we went into that break, you told us you were going to be making us something really exotic, bringing together Cambridge, Singapore, Sicily,
Italy,
and of course Rajma Chawal.
Yes.
So what are we going to do with this and how are you going to do it?
First, we're going to make the arancinis with rajma and chawal. So let's start doing that one. For that one, I have the pan already hot here.
Okay.
I'm just going to add oil here.
What oil is that?
This is a cooking oil, normal sunflower cooking oil. You can use olive oil, but rajma chawal, I would rather keep it sunflower oil to get the Indian flavor.
And that authentic ghar ka khana type
yes,
feel.
correct. Yeah. Chopped garlic.
I kind of like the way it goes into the pan. You know, the chef's, and that sound.
That's tell me that you don't cook at home.
No, I do. I'm not that bad. Yeah,
I'm not
do.
that bad. She
Like, no, I admit I'm not a great cook, but yes, I cook well enough that my son loves my cooking.
Lovely.
So we have chopped onions here.
Right.
We're just going to saute them. So basically, I'm just making a rajma.
Okay.
Then I'm going to add the chawal, but at the same time, because I'm making arancini, so I'm going to keep the rajma dry, not like in a gravy style.
Yeah.
So I can make my arancini balls.
Right.
And in this one, we're going to add some spices now.
Of course.
The Indian spices, garam masala, cumin, coriander, chili powder, turmeric.
It already smells.
Smells so good. Is there an order, Chef, in which you put spices?
Not really. I mean, if you're roasting the spices in an oil, that you can put everything together and you can saute it. No worries.
It?
Yeah.
Because
if you're doing the whole garam masala, then in first it goes in oil first to get the aroma out of it. But the powder spices, you can roast it together.
Right.
Oh, is it?
Now here we're not going to add the tomatoes because, as I say, I need to make arancini.
Right.
If I add any
so you're
liquid,
modifying it.
it's modifying. Yeah, just giving that the Italian version. But you're still going to have that flavor and aroma of your rajma chawal.
Lovely.
Can't wait.
So now the onions sauteed, the roasted masala is ready. I'm going to add here some rajma here. I have the pre-boiled rajma already. Again, there's no liquid in this one, just the boiled rajma.
And the best thing is it's full of protein, right?
Yeah.
The rajma is.
Of course. Yeah. Smells divine.
Yeah.
Smells divine. So do you usually add, Chef, adrak or ginger in your rajma chawal?
Not really.
Okay.
I'd rather keep it just the garlic because ginger gives you a different flavor. So basically with rajma chawal, tomatoes, some spices, onions and rajma.
Is enough.
And a lot of boiling. Okay?
Yeah.
Because this dish, rajma especially, when you boil it nicely couple of hours,
Yeah,
like when you do in a restaurant, we'll boil probably 3-4 hours.
Oh, wow.
To get the thickness and the reduction out of it.
I think that's the whole logic, like how my mom, like even us, following their footsteps, soak it overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that it takes less time to boil in the morning, you know, the typical.
Yeah.
Like traditional Indian household, they cook in a cooker, pressure cooker, to get it soft texture.
Yeah.
Now here, our rajma is ready. Okay. Now I'm going to add some chopped coriander.
Can already smell it, by the way, and it smells divine.
Yeah,
it smells divine, yeah.
It's like food for soul.
Absolutely.
Going to add some rice. So Rajma chawal is almost ready. I'm going to finish that one with Nizo Himalayan pink salt.
It's a pinch of good taste to add to any meal, and it's full of goodness, full of great minerals, and it's great for the body. What is the difference, by the way, between pink salt and regular salt?
Pink salt comes from Himalayas. Obviously, there is no sea there. So you can say that the salt comes from the rocks and the mountains.
Right.
And it is formed from thousands of years there. Normally, when you use the sea salt, it is actually processed.
Right.
It has not that many minerals that you get from the pink salt.
Pink salt.
And it also has a property that people always say that pink salt has a positivity. We also say that the pink salt gives a whirlpool effect in your mouth. When you eat something with that, it just stuck in your mouth, keep moving, and you want to eat more and more. It's called whirlpool effect.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Whirlpool
Wow,
effect.
this is something new.
That's something new. I never knew about that.
Okay, that's ready. I'm just going to cool this down.
Sure.
So we can make our arancinis. And then we start making the stuffing for our ricotta cheese and mushroom.
Okay.
So for that, I'm going to start the cooking.
So this is the Italian.
Yeah, this is the
Angle.
Italian part that I'm going to do now.
Desi on the outside, Italian on the inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So very fashionable.
Cool. Let's start doing this one. Let's do the stuffing.
Okay.
For stuffing, I'm going to take some butter here.
Wow.
Sinful.
Yes, sinful.
Oh my God, there's nothing quite as beautiful as butter melting on a pan.
Whenever
Yeah.
you use mushroom, whenever you cook mushroom, butter is the best thing because it caramelizes very well. Okay, that's nice and hot. I'm going to add some chopped mushroom there.
Any specific kind of mushroom that this
I'm
is?
using
that's-
chestnut mushroom here.
Okay.
You can use normal button mushroom, but chestnut mushroom, they have a nice earthy aroma.
So you prefer that.
Yeah, I prefer that one. Earthiness is coming through now. It's
Right.
getting nice brown caramelized with the butter.
Fine.
Yeah. Now here I'm going to add my chopped garlic.
Okay. Oh, you can smell it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So this is almost ready here. I'm going to finish this with chopped parsley.
Okay.
A lot of times I would confuse parsley with coriander till the time I smell it.
Yeah, me too.
Very simple. The difference is very simple. The more darker is always parsley. The
Okay.
more lighter is always coriander.
Coriander.
Right.
So there's another tip.
Yeah. Now the mushrooms are cooked. I'm going to finish with some salt
Lovely.
using Himalayan pink salt.
So Nizo's Himalayan pink salt is a pinch of good taste. It's great for your body. It's as pure as it gets. So the next time you go shopping, remember to consciously pick up.
In fact, I have.
Oh, really? Lovely.
I use
Straight out of your kitchen. and
So
into
our
ours.
mushrooms ready now. I'm going to mix that mushroom here in our ricotta cheese. Add a little bit of Parmesan cheese.
Cheese pe cheese. Wow.
Yes. Double cheese.
Double cheese.
Mix it nicely.
Siniously delicious.
All right, this is ready. The mix is ready.
Super.
Now we're going to stuff this one with our Rajma chawal, which
Right.
we made earlier. So let's start getting on that one.
So we've let it cool down now.
Yes, it's cooled down.
How are we
now.
going to make sure that it doesn't get wet or...
Yeah.
That's what I say, that I did not add any tomatoes. I
Right.
did not add any water. The rice
Right.
is already pre-cooked. The
Yeah.
Rajma is already boiled. And we just roasted with masala to get that Rajma chawal flavor.
Right.
Now I'm just going to mash it. Just going to mash this nicely.
Lovely.
Make a nice round ball.
Ooh, yum.
How did you innovate this? You know, this
This is passion.
Invent this, actually.
invent, yeah,
Invent
innovate,
this.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna just make a nice hollow place here to fit our ricotta cheese. I'm gonna take the ricotta cheese, put it inside. Take a little bit of Rajma chawal.
Lovely, huh?
Again, make a nice ball. So stuffing. So when you squeeze it, it's gonna hold nicely. So as you can see, it's holding now. The stuffing is gone already inside.
Yeah.
Now here, I'm gonna dip this one into egg,
egg batter.
the liquid egg,
Right.
and then I'm gonna coat with some flour and
For that nice
breadcrumbs.
crispy
Yeah.
exterior.
Yes. So here we go. Flour. We're just gonna coat it.
Lovely.
Shake it a little bit. put in the egg
And
then roll in the breadcrumb.
Lovely.
Okay.
wow. So why do you have to do it like that? Like first the flour, then that, and then wouldn't it just be simple if this and this? Or?
The reason behind I'm doing the first flour because when you do the coating, you don't want to have too much of egg. So if I dip into egg, then go into flour, then into
There'll be too much.
Yeah, like too much of coating. So when you break your arancini, the coating will break first. It will separate from the rice, and it will not be intact together.
Okay.
So now in this one, as you can see, the layer is very thin. So when you fry it, as you can see here, the layer is very thin.
Right.
It's not too bready.
Yeah.
So you can just get that crunch on the top and at the same time everything
The juice
intact.
of the inside, yeah.
So this is our arancini.
Lovely.
And now we're gonna fry this one in tuna oil and then finish our dish, which is rajma chawal with arancini.
Lovely. So you know, Neha, they say sing for your supper, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to taste these lovely arancini balls, then you're going to have to sing a little bit for us.
Well, it's kind of funny, like how music and food as well is connected. Like they say, music and fashion. I think music brings colors.
Yeah,
you know,
it's universal.
It's universal. So every time I cook, for instance, he is, आप जैसे डुबा रहे हैं, you know, these arancini. तो मेरे को अपने नए गाने के कुछ, you know, I'm remembering the lines.
Yeah.
In the beginning itself. It goes like, प्यार में डूबी, डुबा के आप
Arancini fry कर
रहे हैं हुई रात हमें याद आई वो याद आ रहा है.
Wow, you've got such a lovely voice. Well, we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, not only do we get to taste these lovely arancini balls, but we get to see Chef Abs whip up something else as well. So stick around after this short break. Hello and welcome back to Nutridora Bivia presents Colors Food Trail, brought to you by our hygiene partners Clorox in association with Moksha Restaurant and Lounge, Pinar, Nizo Salt and Arm & Hammer Baking Soda. Alright, before we cut to the break, we had these lovely arancini balls that were ready straight out of that hot oil, and now it's time to plate it.
Now it's time to plate. So let's start doing the plating. Here, as I said earlier, I'm going to use this hummus which I made earlier, which is in a chickpea and rajma hummus.
Oh, it's got a lovely color to it.
Yes.
So how does one make this? You just replace the
No, I'm not replacing it. I'm adding a rajma and chickpeas together.
Nice.
And then blending it with some salt, lemon, garlic, and just make it creamy.
Lovely.
So I have this hummus.
So it's high in protein.
Yeah.
And tastes delicious.
Yeah, absolutely.
So rajma hummus.
Rajma hummus. We're going to have some salad here.
Lovely.
Okay, so I'm just going to have some mixed lettuce.
Nice and colorful.
Yeah.
Looks gorgeous, I must say.
Just wait to finish it off. I'm going to take these arancinis. Just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil.
Wow.
Salt, Nizo, Himalayan pink salt. Pomegranate seeds. As Singapore and Bangkok is one of your favorite cities, I'm going to use this Asian dressing to finish off this dish.
Lovely. Looks absolutely delicious.
Divine.
There you go.
Can't wait. But I know that this blender is out for a reason. Is there something else you're going to add to the mix?
Definitely. Now rajma chawal, after this one, you need something
To digest
it and to mellow down the flavors. Okay, so we're going to use a Nutri blender to make the mango lassi. And we have a Pinar labne here. I'm going to make the lassi. Instead of using the yogurt, I'm going to use Pinar labne.
Lovely.
Oh, this is something new.
It has a little saltiness, rich creaminess is there.
But is it sweet?
It's not sweet. We're gonna add sweetness to it.
And the mangoes will bring
Yeah.
that.
Mango will bring that. We'll add some sugar to that one also.
Pardon my, ignorance, but I was not aware that you can make lassi out of it. Is that not common?
Well, I guess that you
And this is the
just
first time you've seen the arancini with rajma.
Yeah.
So it's
So-
your,
Yeah, so we have
invention.
different ways of doing it.
You took the words out of my mouth there. I think peanut labne is a great way to replace all the times that you think of using cream cheese. So whether it's making desserts or even making lassi or making a pie or making anything else, any other place where you need that creamy, rich texture, you can always look back to peanut labne and say, okay, maybe we could try that.
Oh, nice.
Okay, as the labne is very thick, I'm going to add a little bit of water to it to get that lassi texture.
Sure.
Some Alfonso mango.
Who doesn't
Something you
like?
cannot resist Alfonso mango.
Bit of sugar.
That's a bit of sugar.
Of course.
Gonna add some chaat masala.
Oh, wow.
Just to give
That's a
that,
surprise.
just to give that sweetness. A little bit of chaat masala in that one.
It looks perfect. It really looks perfect. And the saltiness of the labne with the sweetness of the mango is going to come together so beautifully.
True, true. Now we're gonna plate this one.
I wonder how it's going to taste, but I'm sure.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Well, we have the arancini, we have the lassi, but it seems like there's another surprise waiting to arrive at the table.
Indeed, we have a dessert. And here you go. Wonderful dessert.
You did say you have a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
So this is a special something that's going to remind you of Cambridge.
Of course, you
But
like
how and
Cambridge.
why?
You like Cambridge, so I thought that let's make a dessert that can resemble the Cambridge British. So I've taken a sticky toffee pudding.
Ooh.
As you can see, the dome on the top is resemble the medieval buildings that are there in Cambridge, and the sauce around it resemble the canals that are there.
Of course.
So the water is flowing around, so it just takes you back to the Cambridge.
Wow, such
Lovely.
rich imagination. Lovely.
Thank you.
Do we get a tasting though? Come on.
Yes, of course.
already.
Let's taste.
Let's taste, let's taste.
So
First
where
with
do
you.
we? Can I start with the sweet? Or
You can.
Yeah.
No problem.
I mean, I don't mean to offend, but I always
Breaking
look
all
for...
rules, huh?
Sorry. I literally eat it. Struggling to get it on my spoon. I can taste date. So the whole thing about
It has a richness. It has a
Yeah.
sticky toffee sauce.
yeah.
The buttery, the nuttiness is there. The
Right.
dates, the sweetness is there.
So you've got kind of combined Middle East to England.
Little bit of England, little bit of India.
Yeah.
Should we try the lassi and the arancini though?
Arancini.
So can I? So I see that all ingredients are there. Sorry, I'm destroying your.
Oh, beautiful plating,
Yes,
but
it's so pretty.
it's
You don't
okay.
want to eat it, you know. But unfortunately, too
you
bad.
must.
Wow. So it's basically rajma and chawal, inside a ball. So you have to get through it.
Lovely.
You have to cut through it.
It's like 3 layers, right? 3 different layers
And
of
then you
taste.
get that
Incredible.
creaminess and the mushroom and earthiness.
Yeah.
And then you have that sauce that is little soury.
Right.
That will cut through. And then you have that hummus, again creamy.
And the cheese, everything, it's blending so well together. It's out of the world. I never
Amazing.
imagined that, you can have rajma chawal in
And
this,
this.
fashion.
But of course, after every good, Sunday lunch where you've had rajma chawal, you've got to wash it down with some lassi,
Right,
right?
of
To
course.
settle all that acidity of the rajma chawal.
Absolutely.
So
I was
drink
looking
away.
forward to that. I was waiting for your invitation to invite me to have lassi. So it's got a perfect combination of sweet and salt. And I didn't imagine when you were literally blending it, all these ingredients together, I was wondering how it's going to taste.
How is
can it
lovely
go
going to really
together?
taste in lassi?
Yeah, and then chaat masala you put.
Yes.
Perfect.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Chef Abs, and thank you, Neha, for coming.
Thank
but
you, it's
I
my
believe there's one more trick up your sleeve, right?
Yes, of course. Now we have a guest here and we don't want her to go back without having something from us.
I feel special.
Yes, this is a gift hamper from the Moke Restaurant and Lounge. We are in Abu Dhabi. Do come and visit us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's really kind.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, yet another plate, yet another journey, yet another adventure for us to go on the next episode. But we'll catch you next week for that adventure.